Retweet. Going live? Maybe we're there. We go. We're live.
Trainwreck, I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
Yeah, you sound weird. You sound weird.
I sound weird? You sound weird.
No, you sound... No, like you actually sound weird. I just noticed it.
Oh.
Your mic...
Like
yeah.
kind of weird.
Like you sound like you're not coming through the right mic.
Oh. Well, that'll be an issue.
Yeah.
It's
not a big issue.
Hold on. Folks, we're professionals here.
I think we were so low-key going into the opening of the show.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. Oh, you sound so much better.
So much. Look at that quality.
Oh, my God.
I paid for this microphone, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Axe does sound weird. He sounds great now, though.
I mean, come on now.
You sound like a professional.
Yeah, look at that.
You sound... You actually sound...
7.5 years.
You sound better than I do.
I mean, well.
And I'm the one on the board. I'm on the ones and twos over here. I'm just
That's true.
I'm just like, it's good enough. It's service.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, Fenton, welcome, my friend.
Hello,
we
are
back
Fenton.
once again.
Yeah.
For the best show on the internet.
Best show on the internet.
You know, it's one of those things where Wednesday has snuck up on me again.
Yes. We did the show last week, right? It was the week before that we were off.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
Not a sponsor, Christy.
Not a sponsor. The professionalism here off the charts. We aim to please. We
make the charts.
The most professional podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at some point, you know, if you just keep saying it, it eventually becomes. Right. It eventually happens.
You fake it till you make it.
You fake it until you make it. Yeah, I mean,
except we've already made it. Do you see that wood?
Like you see this behind me? Like look at that. Like look at that guy.
You made that?
I blew him up.
You blew that guy?
I blew that guy. Like I just if you could see where you got to blow him up to, it's not ideal. Yeah. Well, like I tried. So you know, because we threw a little St. Patrick's Day shindig, you know, back in the 3 weeks ago. Now I think it was
right.
And you know they did like I thought we had a more formal like plug-in air pump. We might, but I have no idea where it is, and I cared very little to go look for it. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a straw. And Christy's like, you know, we have an air pump, and I was like, I do know that we have an air pump, like an actual like one for your car because I use it on my tire at least once a week.
I think you need some new tires.
I don't want to talk about the car. Can we not talk about the car?
Fair. That's fair. It's a sore subject, folks. Sorry.
We'll see how I feel next week. If it's if it's a car themed episode,
you'll know.
You'll know something happened. We'll say that. So like I'm sitting there and I'm like trying to like squeeze this tube into the little slot where you got to blow that guy. And it's going very slow, and I'm like, I can't set it up in a way where I can like walk away. Like I've got to sit there with the little nub and the little tube, and I'm like, it's kind of working. And then I'm like, it's too late. People are gonna be here in 20 minutes. I still got to make the macaroni and cheese. So he was blown up enough, put him off to the side. But then afterwards, as we were taking down decorations, it was like, you know, like it'd be a shame just to let this little fella go to waste.
Sure.
You know, so
can't leave with the blues.
So I got me a straw, and I just jammed it in there. It fit perfectly, and then literally within minutes, this thing was fully blown.
Well done.
Yeah. So and now I'm like,
appreciated.
yeah, and like now I'm just like,
happy.
I don't know where to put him. Because
Mm.
he can't just fit in a box. Like look at him, he's too big, and plus he'll suffocate.
He's too big.
And he's also
That's
like,
true.
and like I spent I spent $18 on this fucking thing.
What? Why would you do that?
Because we were having a St. Patrick's Day party, and like he also came with like a pot of gold that I haven't blown yet. So it's like it's I feel like I'm just gonna like leave him back there, but kind of have him grow in waves. Like maybe next week I'll blow up the pot of gold and like he'll sit in that. But I was like, I don't want to pop him because like we barely got any use out of him. So I was like, I'm just gonna blow him up, and then like I'll find space for him. And I got in the habit of like just throwing shit in my closet, and I'm like, I don't want to do that because then there's just gonna be a mess in there. And then
And
like,
a man.
a mess in a man, okay? Just hiding in my closet. Wait, you're holding out on the pot of gold? It's sitting underneath the television downstairs if you're looking for it, by the way. It's
Blow it up, Chris. If you really
it's
want to.
deflated. If you want to bring it up to me, I'll blow it up on air. I don't give a fuck. So I was like, I don't want to just shove them in the closet. You know,
Sure.
And then it's my closet's problem, and like I don't want to pop him because it was an expensive piece.
I mean, yeah, it's $18, little man.
So there he goes.
Well done.
And I don't think I'm gonna move him. Like I think I'm just gonna leave him back there until something happens.
Sure.
I don't know until I
becomes
just
part of the show.
Yeah, you know, that'll be Glenn. He'll just chill.
Be Glenn.
That'll be Glenn. You know, he can just chill back
Okay.
there.
Okay, so you blew Glenn.
And look how happy he is.
He's so happy.
Like that's a happy little guy.
He just wants to be involved.
Yeah, he just wants to be involved. So
Exactly.
the illusionary truth effect was first found in a study at 2 Philadelphia area universities in 1977. Wait, were we talking about that?
I have no idea, but that's a hell of a fact, Bergman. It's a hell of a fact. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
I don't see any damn pot of gold down here. It's somewhere.
Well, while you're searching for that, we have the best show on the internet here, folks. We come here every week, every Wednesday, and you should subscribe. But not only should you subscribe, but you should visit our merch store.
Yeah,
that's right.
Wait, I didn't get it pulled up.
We have a TeePublic store. Brainwreck. Well, was it tpublic.com?
It is.
/ I don't.
Brainwreck TeePublic. We know we should buy that domain maybe. tpublic.com/user/BrainwreckTV. Go there now. Buy all the shirts. Buy them as pins. Buy them as tapestries. Let's see if this works. Oh, it kind of adjust that. It's a little
a little propping.
It's a little off center. But look, we've got t-shirts.
Oh, that's where the fake it till you make it comes from.
The fake it till you make it. I can just move these. So like we got that. We got the logo. That's the original Brainwreck logo. Brainwreck TV. Then we got the throwback Brainwreck TV logo. And then we've got taking money. Wait, I gotta click on the right one.
Pocket.
Out of one pocket. Put it over there. And then we got the communication because that's important.
Very important.
I should move these back to where they're supposed to be. That's going to bother me. And then there you go. Yeah, so go check that out. The link's down in the description below.
Exactly. We make it easy for you.
We do make it easy
us.
for you. We link. Just go and buy. Ooh, I wonder how we're doing actually. It's been a minute since I've like actually.
It's been a minute since you
okay.
Well,
we've had some. Yeah, we're
we're doing great. Like we're doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
We're making big moves.
Yeah.
And there's lots of news to talk about today.
We do have
lots
some
and
news. Wait, that's related to. Oh yeah, fake it till you make it idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh wait, what's happening here? No, go away. Yeah, there has been some news.
There's been some news.
There have been some updates, some events.
People have spent some money.
People have spent some money. I spent some money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what'd you buy?
Nothing good. Wait, I meant that idea of tell a lie enough and it becomes the truth. Oh yeah. Wait, hang on. No, wait, no, Ryan, don't. Bergman. No.
Wait, what? Wait.
It's.
Excuse me.
Listen, I'm not lying.
Who's lying?
Nobody's lying. Like this is the best.
No. This is the best show on the internet.
Yeah. Like we've always said, prove us wrong.
Exactly. Proof's in the pudding.
Yeah. If you don't believe us, give us your alternative fact. You know?
Oh, well, you're breaking up terribly on my end here.
I'm coming through. I'm coming through pretty. Pretty clear on my end.
Vamp for a minute. I'll be right back.
Vamp for a minute. You're leaving me here all by myself? Where did he go? Okay, he's gone. Well, this is fun. Oh wait, why is this not set up properly? Did he come back?
Am I back?
I don't know.
Am I in the air?
Are we on the air?
We on the air?
Whoa, dude. Yeah,
but
it's just me on screen. I was about to pull Glenn over, and we were going to just start having a conversation.
Oh, you're going to have a conversation with Glenn. Okay, here we go.
Glenn, but yeah, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to have a conversation with you. Yeah, so there has been some news.
There's been some news.
There's been some updates. There's been some events. What would you like to start with? Because I'm sure you have so much interest in everything we're about to talk about.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The main thing.
I'll let you spin the wheel on that.
Yeah. So the most important piece of news.
Yeah.
The biggest story that has dropped since last week, is that I started renovating my kitchen.
Okay. Okay. I see what you did. All right, let's go. Let's roll with it.
So I took the week off of work, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm a busy man, but sometimes they say if you can roll over 40, but anything over you lose. So you got to take it or you lose it. So I'm here at this point where I'm taking my vacation, and I'm like, I got a whole kitchen that needs to be redone.
Yeah.
So we're getting in there. We're cutting drywall. We're making moves, doing sort of things, and in my kitchen is a big fucking window.
You do have you do have like one of those where it looks like they added on to the house at some point. So the exterior window now becomes the window into the other room.
Exactly, it's the window into the other room, but it was at one time the exterior window, and they just left it. Yeah,
because it was like full on glass. It was like a full on working glass window in the middle, in the middle of your house.
Yeah, and working was subject because that was a bitch to open and close. Like it was an eyesore and it was a hassle. So finally, we get to removing the window. Have you ever tried to remove a window?
I can't say that I have, sir.
Okay. So we started the projects on Monday, which was just basically like cleaning up the walls a little bit, cutting out some things, getting ready, getting some supplies, things like that. And the first thing we had to do was we had to remove the wallpaper. Oh. Have you ever removed wallpaper?
I have removed wallpaper. It's a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass. However, we were very lucky because they painted over the wallpaper.
Okay.
So there was wallpaper at one time, but then they painted over it. And when you remove that wallpaper, it's all stuck together by the paint. So it all just comes off in strips.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Did you have to do the thing where you do the rolly over the wallpaper and then you have to spray the solution?
We were supposed to do that, yes.
Oh,
but we just
okay, but you didn't.
And it was fine.
Oh, well, hey, you learned something new.
Exactly. So we're like, oh man, lucky us. Like we're just, something that we thought was going to take 2 days took like 3 hours. Oh. So we were very excited.
Okay.
And as we're going, we're finding more and more things are just happening. We're like, oh, this is great. We're going to keep doing this. And then all of a sudden the wife's just like, hey, let's peel all the laminate off the countertop and redo the counter. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And so we're peeling the laminate off and like getting ready and like, yeah, we're gonna have new counters, even great. And she's like, you know what? If we're gonna peel the laminate off the counters and we're gonna put new counters in, like, we need to decide if we're gonna get rid of this window, now's the time to get rid of the window.
Right. Because
you're not gonna put new counters on next to the window and then remove the window and then maybe fuck up your counters.
It's one of those things where you need to start planning ahead.
You need to plan ahead.
Yeah, you cannot go in waves. Well, you can go in waves as long as you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're fucked.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. We had a plan, but then we were just like and just keep going, right? So today I was just like, all right. So I'm gonna wake up early, and of course, to do this, to take this window out, we have to yet again destroy the room that we've had to put together 4 fucking times.
Oh my God.
Because of ceiling leaks and other mishaps and all sorts of shit. So once again, that room is in disarray.
Dude. You need help.
I swear to God, this is the last time.
Are you
sure?
This is the last time. Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Plan ahead. Just
plan ahead.
Just plan for more.
Plan for more.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm starting early at like 7 a.m. I start taking like, the little fucking wooden shit under the window out and start doing this thing and that thing. And then, like 9 o'clock, my mom comes over because she wants to start to help. So like we've got her help and we're trying to take this thing apart. And we're just like, we get like halfway through disassembling it. And I'm just like, how do you actually get the window out?
Oh,
of like
YouTube,
the thing. Yes. So we went to YouTube.
Wait, hang on.
And
let me take a guess. I want to guess because I've never taken out a window.
Yes.
You have to remove all the framing around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to. I'm imagining that there is some kind of adhesive caulking. So
no. Well, okay. I mean, for a newer window, possibly.
But for an older one,
this window is from 1979.
So then you're literally taking like a little like rig, and then you're just tap 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 tap, popping it out, tap tap tap, popping it out, and then just popping it out that way.
That would have been lovely.
Oh shit!
That would have been that would have been super.
How much work? How much work did you do?
6.5 hours to take this fucking window out. So once we took the frame off, right? Once we took the frame, the window was still in a frame, and it's a sliding glass window, slides back and forth.
Sure.
And then we couldn't figure out how to get the window that slides out.
Mm-hmm.
We had to figure out how to pull that out first, which we did. Like that wasn't too much of a hassle. But then we're just like, there's just like a pane of glass stuck in this frame that like I'm looking on the inside of the frame. I'm like, okay, there's no screws. And I'm just like, there's no nails. Like, how the fuck
is it just embedded in the wall?
So we went to YouTube, and the first guy who is this guy that has a lot of DIY videos out there, and he's a Canadian guy. And if you ever come across his videos, you know exactly who this is.
Okay.
This guy is a psychopath. Like,
shit.
He's talking about how to remove a window, and the first thing he does is grab a jigsaw. And he's just like, you're going to need one of these. Let me show you. And then he's like, hold on. I probably should wear safety goggles.
I love it.
And then he puts it on. And he's like, okay, here we go. And then he goes, hold on. I should probably plug it in. These are all things he decided to leave in the video because it's not live, folks. Not like this show. But, and so he starts cutting the frame of the window.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, oh, wait, I should probably take the screws out first. And we're just like, okay, we need to find somebody else.
This is somebody who is like teaching you the failures as you go along, because it's like, this is all the stuff you would have done had you not started watching a video.
Right, right. And so we're like, okay, next video. And so the next video is a guy who's saying, just like you said, just get a couple taps. It'll come right out.
Tap it out.
And we're like, okay. So we go and we give it a couple taps and it doesn't fucking move an inch.
Of course not.
And we're like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so after looking over it for a while, I was like, you know what? I got a jigsaw. And I've got a blade that cuts through metal.
Okay, hang on. Stop. Can we have a t-shirt that just says I have a jigsaw? Because I feel like the amount of fun that comes after that statement that deserves a t-shirt.
Right. So
our kingdom for the return of Bob Vila.
So I'm like, at this point, we're just baffled. So I'm just like, you know what I'm gonna do is so there's a section of it that has the glass, and then there's a section that doesn't have the glass. And I said, I'm gonna take my jigsaw and I'm gonna cut the frame of the side that doesn't have the glass, and we're just gonna have a look-see and see if we can figure this out.
Yeah.
Right?
What is the end goal for this window space again?
It just to be wide open.
Okay.
And then to have the counter come out a little bit into the room.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And so I take my jigsaw and I cut the bottom corner, one verticals, one down of the frame, and pull it out. And I look at it, and there's this giant lip on the frame, and it is embedded in the wall of my Florida room. And so
you should take up construction. Because at this point,
wood shop.
I mean, like at this point, it's probably the best bet for you. You know, you're gonna be learning all this shit anyways.
Right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
So we then proceeded, we then proceeded to cut the wall out, the surrounding said window, but we didn't want to cut the ceiling because that would have been such a hassle to repair.
Right.
That we're like, all right, we have to figure this out so that we can cut this thing out but not touch the ceiling, which presumably was we cut the first corner. And then we kind of just wrangled it around to see if we could get some motion out of it. And then we cut the next corner up there. And then we proceeded to try to slide the whole thing now that two corners were cut. And that didn't work. So then we had to cut the complete bottom off of the thing. And then we had to cut the other side off the thing. And then we were able to finally get it out in like 5 pieces.
The reason is to not have a 79 exterior window inside my house.
That's the reason.
It's a pretty good reason.
And so, I will say, it was a lesson.
Yeah?
It was a lesson in there's a reason why you pay somebody. And there's a reason why things are expensive.
Yeah.
And it's usually because they suck.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend removing a window yourself. Unless you actually know what the fuck you're doing.
See, you know what we need to do? This is what we need to do. We need to partner up with a construction company and do viral marketing for them. On fucking YouTube, you know those have like the most engagement. How-to videos. We should partner up with a construction company or some kind, just anybody who does like handiwork. Okay.
Right.
And it is how to do whatever, how to install a door, how to fix a light bulb, how to cut a window out of your house. And then they find our video and it's like, today we're going to show you how to install a door. And then we just like pick up the phone and call a local like door installation company.
Right.
And then it's like, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's a genius fucking idea. I should start a business doing that.
Right.
It's like grassroots marketing.
And then we could do a second series where it's like a Goofus and Gallant thing. Where like I'll try to do the thing
No, but it should be like old 90s infomercials. Like you're trying to like install the door and you're just like, then it like falls on you and you die. And then I'm like, that's why you need to call door people. They'll come and install your door wherever you want a door to be. Yeah. You want a door over here? There you go. Boom.
Fenton's right.
Now you got
they can come to my house and actually do it.
Yeah, whatever needs to be done in your house by these guys. They're certified for doors.
Exactly.
Call 555 door. It would have been doors, but that's one too many numbers. Just don't be Tim Taylor. You don't need more power.
More power, or those right-wing views.
Or he's canceled.
I will keep everyone posted. If I decide, I learned a thing.
Okay.
If I can take out a window, I can do anything.
I mean, that should be the moral of the story.
And we have a wall that we're thinking of getting rid of. Oh my God. And can I tell you, like, the amount of confidence I have now in removing that wall? Because I'm like, if something happens, we'll figure it out. We got this window out.
You have like, I think since getting into this house, you have had more of a, like, I can fix it sort of like mentality, which I appreciate. It's nice to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely misplaced.
Sure.
But like,
hey, I feel inspired.
I mean, that's great. I mean, you hired painters.
No, we didn't. I painted.
Oh, you were going to.
Yeah, I painted, and every night I look at my ceiling, and I go, I painted this, and I can tell I painted it because I fucked up over there. I fucked up over there. There's paint on my floor over there. There's the
I can't claim.
The
I can't
paint ran over there. You know who did that? Me. And nobody paid me to do it. I didn't have to pay anybody to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. Me.
And at the end of the day, that's something.
That is something. I learned something about myself, and that I don't like painting.
You too.
I did. Yeah, I know. I hate it.
Painting sucks.
Painting is it's the easiest, but also like the most frustrating too.
It really is.
Because I feel like with painting, especially, like you just get carried away, and you get overconfident. And I'm like, I can knock this out in an hour, and you're just like, there's paint everywhere. I just ruined the room.
I completely underestimate time too. I'm like, this will take an hour, and then like 7 hours later, I'm just like, I'm first coat done.
First coat is done. Painting can be really fun. It can be, but like I feel like with the excitement and fun also comes a level of frustration at some point. Eventually.
Yeah, you just gotta get yourself in the right state of mind to do some painting.
Just like do a few shotguns and start painting a room.
Yeah,
I mean, like I can't say that won't be fun or wouldn't be fun. I've never tried it. I'm willing to for science.
Could be fun. There you go. Well, there you go. Have a beer for science.
Have a beer for science. Yeah.
There you go. I heard there was some other news, though.
Yeah, and I was going to say, speaking of things that take 7 hours, WrestleMania was this past weekend.
WrestleMania!
For all of those who celebrated, myself included. You're way out of... as I understand it, you can't be bothered.
No, I had a kitchen to do.
Right on. I will say...
And if anything was important, I'll hear about it.
You will. Like I will say, as somebody who sat there and watched the entire thing both nights, I enjoyed it.
Really?
I enjoyed what they did. I enjoyed what I saw. I can't say that I had a bad time. I really, honestly don't even think that I can complain.
Oh, did you make the crock pot meatballs?
I did make the crock pot meatballs.
Goddamn right you
yeah,
did.
which was going to be. If we had time, I was going to talk a little bit about the crock pot. And dude, I know we talked a little bit about. Wait, did we talk about? Yeah, we talked about that place we went to on Saturday, didn't we? Like we texted you.
Yes, but like something very strange happened.
Something very strange happened. But I did find a crock pot.
Yeah, you did find a crock pot.
Did find a crock pot. Yes. I got to make my meatballs. Nice. They were okay.
They're okay.
They were okay. Yeah. I tried mixing the recipe a little bit. I don't know if cooking is for me. But no, well, okay, like before we get to Mania, and I know we're just like burying the fucking lead, or we're burying the fucking lead here. No, Saturday we went out to Taylor, Texas.
Okay.
Which is like middle of nowhere, sort of Texas town.
Right.
Like
sure.
They have one street that goes through the entirety of the city, and like there's like something for a mile, and then nothing for 8 miles, and then you hit downtown. It's like one of those areas. But we were going to a vintage market, and like I guess they do it like once a month, like first Saturday. And so I was like, "You want to go?" Christy was like, "Yeah, sure, we'll go," because it was a fucking beautiful day out, way nicer than it had any right to be. So we go up there, and it's so like in Austin we have like vintage markets, we have flea markets, we have like these swap meet sort of things, and they're small. It's weird that for like a city like Austin that you would have like smaller flea markets, and like a lot of times it's just like the same people selling the same stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just like, man, like I feel like there's something missing. I feel like there's something more that needs to be here. That's where we ended up going.
You went into the more.
We found the more. We found
the beyond.
The beyond. Yes. Like we walk in, and it's like it's at a high school.
Okay.
At least we thought it was. And there's this big open field, and like there's just rows of tents and rows of vendors. Like we walk up, and there's immediately a food truck selling corn dogs, and I'm like, I'm into this. And then there's like a decked out Austin chapter of like the Ghostbusters, just like sitting there with all their shit, and I'm like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
It is exactly what I like, the type of thing I was looking for, where there was like vintage toys and games and like furniture and just like everything you could think of. So we walked around, we grabbed some food because we were kind of hungry. Then we started doing the loop, and then I picked up some things, as you would imagine. I picked up some more tapes. So hang on.
Okay, folks. He's not asking anymore.
I'm not asking anymore. I'm just you should expect this. But this is what we got. Okay?
Okay.
This is what we got.
Okay. I see Ric Flair. I see Hogan.
You got the WCW Sting. Best ofs, Ric Flair, Hogan, Sting, Savage, and Nash.
Okay.
So like these were pretty good finds, because like I haven't found stuff like this out in the wild.
Okay.
So I got a pretty good price on that. And then like we're walking around. Christy picked up, I think, some earrings, and then like we're like, oh, like there's more vendors inside the school, I guess.
Fenton approves.
Thank you, Fenton. We were like, oh, there's like more vendors inside the school. Like, let's go check it out. We walk in. This is not a school.
Okay.
It was a school, but they at least this section of it, they converted into like a vendor area. It's 2 floors. The first floor, and again, this used to be a school. First floor, they've got a bar. They've got, it was dubbed as a tap room beer garden. They have a pinball arcade.
Oh shit!
They've got a place that sells cupcakes in jars.
Oh,
they've got
cupcake in a jar.
They've got an ice cream stand. They got a coffee stand. They got salons. They've got like vintage clothing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking cool.
But did they have a wrestling school?
They didn't have a wrestling school.
Okay,
yeah, but can't all be winners. So I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, why does something like this not exist closer to Austin? I mean, like this is kind of close, but like a little bit out of the way. But I was like, this is what you would expect there. So we lucked out, and then we went to the Goodwill because it was right there. I kind of tricked Christy into going.
You tricked her into going to the Goodwill.
Yeah, because she was like, how do I get home? And I'm like, go here. And then she's like, well, there is a Goodwill on the way back. Would you want to stop there? And I was like, that's exactly where we're going right now. And I bought more tapes.
So it wasn't necessarily oh, God.
I bought more tapes. They had the biggest fucking media section that I've ever seen at a Goodwill. And I got another stack. So the collection is growing. And they had, and I also got 2 pairs of jeans in a crock pot. Because I'm apparently always looking for denim now too.
There you go.
And then
goes out of style.
WrestleMania happened. Listen, I did a stream about night 1. You can go and watch it in the archives. Did. Night 2, it was a fun time. I enjoyed it. But I think the main thing we need to talk about here, the thing that I am most interested in, is what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, man. Like,
what is?
When did
What is this?
When did Vince become Paul Bearer? I don't. You're having a lot of fun here.
We're having way too much fun. I want to talk about this because I feel like not enough people are talking about this.
About the mustache?
About the mustache. About the eyebrows. About the hair.
The eyebrows are the worst, man.
This is. I'm concerned.
Are you concerned?
Wait, hang on.
God, leave the man alone.
What is happening here? Why is this happening?
Because, sir, money can buy you a lot of things.
It can never buy you the right color hair. At least at this age.
No, and it can't. Time's a motherfucker.
I saw this motherfucker a year ago. I sat in a crowd. I watched him live. That was not his hair color, and that was not the color of his face. What happened? He looks like
stress.
That is okay. If you no. He is one hot summer away from dripping black ooze out of his head. This needs to stop.
Unfortunately, it's not gonna.
And not enough people are talking about this. Why?
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Clearly, nobody loves him because nobody told him. If you did that, do you know how quickly Christy would say something?
She says something to me like when I bring this like when I bring my chin strap down to like a 2 and leave this at a 3. She's like, no.
That's a woman who cares.
Yeah, she does care. But eventually she gets used to it.
Oh.
I mean, I like the old one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is he trying to do the disguise?
That's what I'm trying to feel. Like, is he like? I can only imagine that there's a tactic behind this.
It's the PAX TV. Let me distract him with my fake mustache.
Exactly. We have watched this man for
most of our lives.
You can literally say We have watched this man on television most of our lives.
Yes.
Never once have I seen him with like facial hair.
No.
Or jet black hair.
No.
Maybe in the 80s.
Right.
But like homie was always rocking some salt and pepper. This is a Rudy Giuliani level. Hey man, you're not fooling anybody. Like just embrace it. And like it's one thing if like okay. It would be one thing if there was more to the presentation to where you could go, oh, this is just him now. Like, it would have made more sense for him to dye his hair green. No, I'm being dead ass serious. It would have made more sense for him to dye his hair green because then you can look at that and go, oh, there's a choice behind this.
Yes.
There was an actual thought.
He's not trying to fool anyone.
He's not trying. Yeah, you can trust a man with green hair. Yes. I don't trust a man with jet black hair at the age of 70 or 84, whatever the fucking age he is.
Imagine yo, I just saw what Mark McGrath looks like.
I saw what Mark McGrath looked like 3 weeks ago. It was a little better than that, but it. Because at least Mark McGrath, because here's the thing. Again, I could argue. I've seen Mark McGrath most of my life.
That's true.
He's always looked like that.
Yes.
So like you go,
now
okay.
He just looks preserved.
Maybe a little pickled. He at least looks like the person Mark McGrath is.
Right.
You know. I don't know what's happening to Vince McMahon.
I don't know who this man is.
I don't know who. I don't know if he's got like the Benjamin Button disease, but it's only certain parts are reversing.
I think what happened was when all the scandals came out, right, and all the scandals leaked and everything like that. I think Vince McMahon had a heart attack and died.
You think this is a fake? I would say you think this is a fake Paul McCartney or fake Undertaker
this
situation?
Is a Paul McCartney situation. Yeah. Like, and they didn't do a good job. Like, here's the thing. Vince is dead. You'll hear it in the Raw opening. Like, if you play it backwards.
I'm just surprised he wasn't introduced by Jim Ross at that point.
I know, really.
Yeah, right? Wait until the WWE neck tattoo appears next week. Oh, gosh.
I mean, he's going out swinging.
So, okay, and then let's talk about the other news now, because WWE, I think it's official. I believe they're official. He stole that stash from John Waters. Yeah. I believe it is officially official that the WWE is being sold to Endeavor. And no, I'm not going to make the joke that everybody is fucking made. So, and then like they're going to merge the UFC and the WWE under one company.
That's right.
Which is interesting. I mean,
my take. Yawn.
Ooh.
Like, here's the thing. We have been teased a sale for the WWE for a year now.
Yeah.
And that's it? Like, where's the fucking... Fire the writers. Like, if you're going to tease me for that long, at least have them sell it to the Saudis so, like, we can be like, holy fucking shit. Like, that's...
There's a little spice behind it.
Yeah, like if you couldn't think it couldn't get sleazier, he sells it to the fucking Saudis. Or have fucking Tony Khan buy it, and now he's Mr. Monopoly with wrestling. No. They would you got like
they would have never sold it to him.
Now you've got a fake sport combined with the WWE.
Exactly.
And it's like it's the same business. It's been the same business
it really has.
Since it began. It's the same shit. give me something new. But no. You had to go down this fucking path. And for what, 10 bill? Fuck.
See, Fenton is saying the merge could be finalized by Q4 2023. So by the end of this year, that could be rolling through. To me, the way it plays out is you are going to see a shift in business model over the next, I'd say, 2 to 5 years. I think.
Yeah, I am mad that didn't buy it. That's very true.
I would have been interested by that. I would have been interested to see Disney buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I may have mentioned at one point, like, I could see Universal buying it. The more I thought about that, the more I was like, no, they would fuck it up.
I mean, they would fuck it up, but they would buy it.
They would fuck something up on that. Disney, I think, would probably manage it a little bit differently. I think they would sort of leave it as its own entity, and then probably allow it, like, just have some advisement over it, like, hey, like, don't do that, or we want this, and then they would just go.
Yeah, no, we want all happy endings, but everyone's parents have to die first.
Oh shit!
That's like the plot of every Disney movie.
Yeah.
So,
seeing Endeavor buy it, I think what they're going to do is I think you're going to see a big shift in the premium live event model.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to be surprised. So I think their Peacock contract comes up in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I think as soon as that contract is done, or as soon as Endeavor can, they're pulling it off the cock.
They're pulling the cock out.
They're saying nope, not for the cock. This is coming with us, and then they're gonna either shop it around, or they're gonna maybe relaunch a new platform with just the UFC and the WWE.
Interesting.
Which I think could make a lot of sense. The licensing through Disney would have just been even more ridiculous than it is now. Yeah, probably.
You gotta pay them Disney prices,
Pay them
bro.
Disney prices, brother. Pay the man.
You want magic? You gotta pay that man.
Pay the mouse. I know there's been a lot of people. Fenton also says he thinks the Peacock deal is 2 years into a 5-year deal. Okay, so in a couple of years.
They've only been on Peacock for 2 years?
Yeah, dude. They went on the cock like during the pandemic.
Oh.
I think I might be wrong, but I think 2020 was the first. I could be wrong. 2020 was the first Mania.
They're cocking on COVID?
It would have been 2021. I think was the first Mania on the cock.
Okay.
Yeah, because if they're 2 years in, 2 years ago would have been 2021. If I do the math on the information that was literally just provided with me.
Best show on the internet, folks.
You have a fucking master's degree, Kevin. Come on. Yeah, I'm expecting like a big shift in the premium live events. I think you are going to start having those, and like this has already been like discussed and speculated by a number of people. You might start paying more money again for your WrestleManias and your Rumbles and your Survivor Series. You might even start paying a little bit for some additional ones, like maybe they do a lower card premium live event. I think you could. There is no fucking way that they're not going to leverage streaming in some capacity.
Oh, of course they are. I mean, that's where the money is.
Yeah, and I feel like Fenton. This is why you're here. I feel like that's going to be the biggest thing for them is the media rights.
Right.
I think everything else sort of runs itself, like their merchandising, their toys, all that shit.
For sure. Yeah.
Those are all in good hands. They're making that money hand over fist. Like they ain't got to touch that. But I think you're going to see a big shift in the media presentation. I think the presentation of the show is going to remain the same. But I think in terms of like the actual media reach, that's going to be the biggest difference. Yeah.
But also now our boy is back in charge.
Vinnie Mac?
Which is the wildest thing.
What a wild time, right?
Like, if you had told me when he stepped down,
what was it like
or retired
middle
or
of
whatever?
last year?
Yeah. If you would have told me that he would have come back with that mustache, I would have said you're crazy. But
yes,
if you would have told me that he's going to come back and run the show, I'd be like, of course he is. Fucking bitch.
He heard what you said. I had no doubt that he was coming back at some point.
No, none at all.
That man,
of course he is.
That man is retiring on his own terms.
He's not retired. He is going to be on his last breath, strutting to the ring.
And those are the terms.
Yes,
that's it. Fenton says we went from a great WrestleMania weekend to a miserable Raw Monday night. Listen, I didn't watch Raw, but I read everybody's angry feedback. I can't. I don't know. I haven't watched Raw, so I can't say it was good or bad. I know a lot of people are like upset about the storyline direction now, and I'm just like, yeah, but like maybe it's like I don't know. I feel like people are misunderstanding what wrestling is sometimes,
and
they're like, you know, oh, Cody will never be hotter than what he was at Mania. Like, they're missing the boat on giving him the title. And I'm like, motherfuckers, for 48 hours, the only thing people were talking about was Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the idea.
Yeah.
It's everybody is talking about him. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's talking about how Roman won. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. Bergman says the more surreal photo is the one where we saw him. Yes, the one where he's standing. I'm going to try and find that real quick.
He's got to find it now. He's got to find it. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's so interesting. Like, wrestling for, like, the first time in, I can't remember how long, is so interesting right now. Just between the whole kerfluffle with the CM Punk thing on the other network, and then Vince's stash on this network, and the Cell, and wrestling was good when he was gone, or the product was good when he's gone, but now he's back, and now it's the shits, and it's like, it's one of those things of like, there's a lot going on here, but I also have my kitchen to do. And I'm way more interested in my kitchen than any of this bullshit.
Right. Fenton was saying that he meant how much chaos Raw was under because Vince was rewriting and changing everything. They sent Rollins to the ring to cut a promo. Then during the commercial, cut the segment. Wait, what? Segment. I didn't see that. Wait, they sent Rollins out to the ring and then cut to commercial, and then when they cut back from commercial,
they're like, no, never mind.
That's the fucking best.
That
is the shit. That's what's up.
How quickly does he bury everyone that was like, thank God that motherfucker's gone?
Were there a lot of outspoken people?
Oh, I'm sure there was a ton of outspoken people.
I mean, people are getting buried.
Oh, of course.
Like, that's for sure. Like, it's going to start happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. Or for me, it'll be interesting to hear everybody else talk about it while I sit in my new kitchen.
I'll do some more streams. Wait. Fenton says before the break, he went to the ring. When they came back, he waved to everyone and left because Vince.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yo.
That's hilarious.
I love it. We got a few minutes left.
Yes.
How do we feel about some AI shenanigans?
Some AI. Maybe AI can tell us why Vince McMahon decided to dye his hair and grow that ridiculous mustache. Because, and look, can I just say, what the fuck, America? Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker did some heinous shit to women, paid them off, got ousted, paid them off, went away, found out that he like spent what was the total, like 20 million in hush monies and non-disclosure for his fucking bullshit acts that he did to women. And now he's become one of the most richest men in America because of a deal that he could only close because he blackmailed the fucking board of his own company.
What was it like? As soon as he was brought back to the board, like 2 or 3 people like were either fired off the board or immediately
had
resigned.
To resign.
Like had to resign. I think that's what it was. It was like, I believe the phrasing on it was weird.
25 mil in hush money.
25. Jesus, that's
what the fuck?
Those aren't small potatoes, but we have a story at least.
All right.
I believe we have uncovered some information as to why this man looks like this.
He's only worth about $4 billion as of yesterday.
Only about $4 billion as of yesterday. You know what I think we need to do here?
What do we need to do?
Hang on, give me 1 second while I try to okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I want.
So happy for you.
I'm so excited, guys. Ooh. I'm back on Raw. This is why we do this show.
Best show on the internet.
He's like, okay, I'm leaving that where it is, though. Okay. In today's news, we try to figure out why Vince McMahon dyed his hair black and grew a creepy mustache. For those of you who have been wondering why Vince McMahon recently dyed his hair black and grew a creepy mustache, well, the answer is that WWE's owner wanted to make sure everyone knew it was him. I don't know about that. How crazy would it be if it turned out it was someone else who was sporting a black mohawk and that person's black mustache? Yeah, WWE's probably not worried about that.
It was me, Austin. It was me.
Read also, Vince McMahon has disowned his son's YouTube channel. Talks if he'll ever return to the ring, which, by the way, like that fucking spot Shane took. Did you see that shit?
I watched a clip of it.
I watched it live, and my legs just hurt for the rest of the night. I was like, that is gross, because I know exactly. I've never torn my quad before, but just seeing him get up and roll his fucking ankle, I was like, oh god, get him out of there. Okay. Mr. McMahon also took to Twitter this morning and responded to fan comments on the photo. You can see the posts below. I'm old and bald. I feel it's safe to say these dyes won't last long.
Pal.
Photo credit, Twitter. What's the crowd chanting in this photo? I'm old and bald. I'm generating more text for this. By the way, my first match was back in 1985 in Yuma, Arizona. Still remember my entrance then, no matter what your age. My fellow account, and then it tags some random Twitter handle for memories and video. Still waiting to get cleared by the doc to work out. See you soon, my friends. A dad's work is never done. Not an easy day yesterday, but he got it done. Shoots dogs matter? What? Vince was so happy for his daughter's graduation that he didn't even shave for a whole month. I guess if you ever have a real milestone in your life, you go all out. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. And then it says, tag team makes an unexpected appearance on WWE Raw. Related. View the article on Chikara Official, Spike Out, and Barry Spider.
Okay. The fact that it linked Vince's fucking porno stash with Chikara is fucking wild. That is two peas in a pod right there.
So I think that's going to do it for us here tonight.
You don't say.
Yeah. Hey, you can follow us here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV, where we go live each and every single Wednesday night at 10/9 Central. And then each and every other Thursday night, we do the internet's favorite game show, Don't Be an Asshole. It's the original Am I the Asshole show right here on YouTube. Join us every other Thursday as we try to crown a new royal asshole. You, the fans, the audience, you get to vote, and you can participate, and you can have a say in the outcome of the night's events. We've also got vlogs. We've got video game streams. We've got board game streams. We have so much more content sitting in our archives. Go back and watch my night one post-WrestleMania review, as I also played some games. It was a lot of fun. Kind of impromptu. It was a good time. I just chilled. Sometimes I do that.
Always be Yokozuna.
Always be Yokozuna. That's what I learned that night.
All right.
That's
well, for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.